Good morning, guys and gals. Welcome to my world. It's a hurting world right now. I'm telling you, I've been hurting big time. It's just old man stuff, you know? Old man stuff. About 2 years ago, I went and tweaked working on changing out motored 42-inch cutters deck, the spindles. And I was in the garage, pulling it out on my knees. And I've always worked off my freaking knees in the field, whatever. And anyway, I was pulling out that deck, and apparently I put too much pressure on this right knee, because I put the knee down, my right knee down, and I felt a pop in that thing. That was like 2 years ago. Well, ever since then, this thing's been miserable. I know what's going to happen. If I go in to see the big pharma doctors, they're going to go, oh, I need to get you, I got a hunting fishing buddy. He's over here, and I can send you there. And I said, well, what does he do? Well, he's a joint replacement guy. Oh, joint replacement. Yeah, if you got any issues, they run specials, guys, on joint replacement, knees, hips. You've seen it all, guys, and I'm sure a lot of you out there have already had it done. But old Steve-O, no, he's going to do everything in his power not to go down that road, okay? I see the wild man, crazy man, Nuge. He had to have, I guess, both knees replaced, because he used to jump off them amplifiers when the show started. He'd come flying off the top of them amplifiers and go sliding across the stage on his knees, right? That's, I guess, back when he's a little spunky. Yeah. Well, he's the same age as old Steve-O. And, yeah, he had to have knee replacement. So I don't know if Ted's climbing up in stands anymore or whatever, but yeah. I just set a feeder out here. The bees are already starting to come. This is just a little teaser is all I'm putting out here. This quart jar. Yeah, in half an hour, this thing will be totally swarming with bees. And I put on this little flimsy catch pan under here, because they'll get a big ball of bees. There's about, I don't know, 8 or 10 little needle holes I melted into this jar. Little needle holes. And they'll get a big ball of them, they'll drop down. But I don't waste any syrup, because what they'll do, before it was dropping on the ground, and it was going into the dirt, well, then you're losing your syrup, you know, wasting it. Well, Joe's sugar is expensive, so I put this little catch pan, throw a few pine needles in so they don't drown, and you don't lose anything. And to get them started, I sprinkle a little sugar water up here on the limbs. They'll be all over this, cleaning this up and everything. But yeah, these guys will go back and tell the main hive what's happening, and they'll have a huge ball of bees here real quick. So let me explain to you what happened with my kneecap here recently. This thing it's a little better today, because I did a little bee venom therapy, and I'd hit it like 4 times in here, but I had black shorts on. I was a dummy. I had just a t-shirt, black shorts on, and I got my bee venom tweezers, my little special tweezers, to administer the venom. But I'd have to move my feeder jar back and then reach in. Well, every time I move it back just a little bit to get one head out and grab them, I did that a couple times. Oh man, the whole hive just started cranking up. They're not real thrilled with old Steve-O this time of year, because it's a dearth, and they're never happy in a dearth, let's face it. And it's cool. It's 62 degrees right now here in sunny Florida. And so anyway, I'm gonna get some bees. What I've got here is a little pint jar, and I put a paper towel in there. So all I'll do is get my kitty litter pan and fire up a smoker. I'll smoke them down. I'm going to rob them on one of these hives here. and pull out a frame and get, I don't know, 30, 40 bees in here, because I plan on putting like 10 stings in this kneecap right here. But here's how it happened, okay? And this was like 2 weeks ago, guys. I've been suffering for like 2 weeks. And I tweaked this knee. Oh, these girls are ready for more corn here. I'll be darned. Here's my corn pile, and I got one more bag. I've already dumped probably 1,000 pounds out here, guys. 50 pounds at a time. I've fattened up every squirrel in the neighborhood here. Yeah, I've got some really fat squirrels. But here's how Steve had done it right here. I bought a climbing stick. You see it here? Way up there is 20-foot climbing stick. Now the whole plan was, and I was in a saddle, a regular hunting saddle, and I don't know if you're familiar with that. Go out and look up hunting saddles. And I installed this stick with a hunting saddle, and these are kind of nice because I use these in Michigan a lot. They're strapped. I got this thing on Amazon from Muddy. It comes from Muddy, which is a company out of Texas, and I'll tell you, this thing is very well built. They got some very nice straps, and they got a little spring clip here. You come through, you tighten it up. I mean, this baby is rock solid on this tree now. Yeah, you get one of these standoffs for each one. It bolts through. Go out there and pull it up. I got $56 for this thing, shipped to the house. And these things normally run like a buck and a quarter, buck and a half for these sticks. So the plan was, I've got a lock-on stand, and I was running late that day when I put this in. I started around 3, and I had to go through a learning curve because I haven't put these in. I haven't installed these in over 10 years. So I was, you know, kind of learning curve putting this in, yada yada. And I actually broke a sweat putting this thing in. It was a little warm that day. But I was going to put the lock-on stand that I modified a little bit on the back side. And I took the seat off. On that lock-on stand, there's a fold-down seat. Well, I took the seat off because I'm going to be hunting out of a saddle. And I'm going to put the lock on the back side because my shot would be down through here, you see. So I'd be hiding behind the tree. The deer couldn't see me, and I could come out, see around the tree. This is what the deer would be looking at. Here's the bait pile. I'm not going to get in front of the camera. I've got like 5 bucks coming in here, and a weird little bitty 6-point came in. He was just a little handful of horn sticking up here. Little weird looking thing. I'd never seen him before. I've got a spike that came in. I've got a 7-point that's been coming in here, and then the big 8 has been coming in here. Anyway, they come through here. They come through that swamp, around that tree, and in here, and they come from the south, and they come in here. 3 points. But anyway, this is what you'd be looking at. And I could come around my stand to be just a little bit lower. The platform would be a little lower than that very top bar, tee up there. And so I could come around and make my shot. But anyway, in the process of installing this thing, I forgot to put on my knee pads. So what I was doing, while I was hanging here, putting the straps on, I put my knees stupidly, because I was concentrating on safety, right? Safety, and concentrating on getting these sticks in. I forgot about my knees. Yeah, I had an old man Joe moment. I put my knees into this tree as I'm ratcheting down the straps, and obviously I really put a lot of pressure on this knee. I felt a little discomfort, and I was running out of daylight, so I got that in. I said, well, I'll put this lock on it the next day. I said, I'll just put, because the bucks are going to be coming in soon. I don't want to spook them on this corn pile, because it was starting to get just a little dusky. I said, they're coming in, they're going to freak out. So anyway, and apparently they were coming in because they didn't come on the camera. The does came in on the camera just before dark, but the bucks never did. They knew something was up. Anyway, So it's been 2 weeks. The stick has been here, guys. 2 weeks. There it sits. And the next day, I could not climb this tree again. My knee was just, I mean, it's really hurting. And I started putting ice on it, packing it in ice. I tried soaking an Epsom salt bath. Not so much. It just seemed like it inflamed it more. So Miss Daisy said, you know, we got the ice pack in there, ice it. So I did that. I just iced it till it was like numb. And that helped. And aspirin, and then switching out with Tylenol. I didn't grab the Jim Beam bottle or any crazy stuff like that, or the gin and tonic. No, I didn't get intoxicated. I'm just about over that drinking stuff anyway. I haven't had a drink in, not even a little party drinking, in probably 8-10 months. Just don't even want it. It's just poison. Steve-O's come to the realization there's a lot of poison out there, and why poison the body, you know? So, anyway, that's where we're at today. There's the stick. I don't even know I'll be able to hunt this year. If I do any hunt, I'll be ground hunting, and ground hunting right here, I don't know. I've got that pop-up blind. You can't even shoot out of that thing. I was looking at that, trying to see if I could shoot an arrow out of it. No, shoot a gun out of it. But I had that thing right here, and they pegged me coming in. I mean, I could get it over here and probably get away with a shot. Say if I shot a 30-30 or something down through here, but I don't know. I don't really need to meat that bad, and I'm not shooting any does. Could have harvested a bunch of does by now, but I just don't need the meat. Oh, get this, Publix today. My Angel, my butcher, he called himself Angel. I talked to him the other day. I said, when are you going to have them ribeyes on sale? He said, Thursday. Well, that is tomorrow. Today's Wednesday, tomorrow. And so I placed the order. I got 2 racks. That'll be 30 some ribeye steaks, a pound and a quarter, 30 of them, guys, for $6 and change per pound. Jump on them deals. You see them deals? Just ask your butcher. Say, hey, when you gonna? Well, and don't forget my senior discount. Right? Always flip that one on them, and watch their eyes roll back in their head. Anyway. He said, I got a sale on ribeye coming up Thursday. I said, well, let me place the order. I'll call you Thursday or Wednesday. Okay. So sure enough, he's going to have me 30 steaks tomorrow morning, and I can stop in there. So I got meat coming out my ear. So I really don't even need to harvest a deer. So I'll just leave them for seed, I think. And I probably, once my leg gets good, I'm going to take this thing down and look up. I'm going to try to build, guys, a JX3, a JX3 tree saddle. Check that thing out. It's got a place for your butt, and you put it on like a backpack. It's got a backrest. It's adjustable. It's saddle hunting. Okay, the saddle I got's a cheaper saddle. And it's not enough. It's not enough for my ass. And it's torquing. I've got a blown L5. And this pain in my knee, I think, is also tracking from my L5 down into the knee, through my right glute, butt, down in and settling into that knee. It's done that before. And I've iced my back, low back, and you can feel the pain coming out of this knee by doing that. So I'm going to be concentrating on that, getting this thing back in shape, and just keep it locked in my head. Do not put pressure on that freaking knee. But I'm going to try to build if this works out, you guys may like this. I'm going to build, because the JX3 is over $400. Well over $400. Time you get all the goodies, bells and whistles, you're probably up to $600. I've got an old style military backpack frame in my shed. It's like molded plywood. It's military grade stuff. I've had it since early 70s. I'm going to use that thing as my backboard, my backpack board. And then below it is where my saddle will attach. And I'll show you how I'm going to lay it. I think I got it figured. I slept on it a couple nights. See, you got to sleep on this stuff. I slept on it a couple nights and I dreamed up the scenario. And I'm going to put it together and see how it works. The JX3, check that thing out. I mean, it's cool the way they did it. And it's good for old farts like myself. There's a lot of old farts out there doing demos on it. And I really like it. So it's not for like a run and gun scenario where you're going in and hitting this and that. It's just going in. It'd be great for like here or on your own farm property where you don't have to walk in. But it's not that much. I don't think you're even looking at, I don't even think it's 20 pounds of gear on your back with the whole seat, backrest, the whole bit. Anyway. So that's it, guys. That's what I'm going to do. I will show you that thing. I'll get it going. I'll work the bugs out of it first before I start in on it. And I'll show you as I go how I'm building it. And I don't know if it'll work or not. I've got it in my head where I think, yes, that'll work. So we'll see. But here's the bees. I tried yesterday. I put 4 hits of venom in this knee on this side. The pain has been right in here, right in there. I put them right around in there. I'm going to hit the entire knee. I'm probably going to put 10 hits in that thing. So I'll let you know how that goes. But what I'm going to do here, I've got my little jar. I'm going to go in. I tried just moving the jars back and grabbing one bee at a time. That sucked because you just couldn't get them. I mean, they would just pour out. This time of the year, they're really cranky. They're in the dirt. They're not happy. It's cool. They're not happy campers, okay? So what I'll do is fire up a smoker, get a veil on, and get my kitty litter pan, and I'll shake some bees into that, and I'll shake them in there. Then I'll go into the house, into the bathroom, and close the door, so any bees get out, they'll go right to the lights and I can catch them. But I got my special tweezers. I've showed you those bee venom therapy tweezers, and they're so much easier to get out of this jar. The bees will land on that paper towel and they'll stick their heads up, and you just move the lid back and you reach in and get one at a time. And they're confused too. Once you get them in the jar, they're not like moving this lid back. We move this lid back here, they're in total kick-ass mode. They're coming out of here. And I got about 6 or 8 stings. I put 4 in my knees, and I probably got 6 or 8 stings in my arms, back of my head and all. I'm digging stingers out, and I said, well, this is stupid. Yeah, let's not shut this job down. So I shut the job down, and here I'm back today to collect my bees and do this thing correctly. So I was trying to avoid firing up a smoker and all that. And what's going on here? My katuk. Look at here, guys. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. You know what this is, guys? This is deer biting this off. This stuff's. I'm amazed, guys, that this katuk. Let me just pull a leaf off here. See this leaf? You wouldn't believe what it tastes like. It tastes just like sweet peas. Yeah. Here's the seed pods right here. There's like 4 little seeds in each one. So it's gone to seed. So the deer have been coming in here, nibbling and nipping, because I know they come through. The deer walk right through here. I'm surprised this isn't just stripped down totally to nothingness. Yeah, I've got them. I put in like 7 in here. And this is that good, rich Mayan dirt I was telling you about. Look how green and beautiful these are. I never fertilized nothing. This whole bed here is loaded with biochar, animal compost, and everything. So in the spring, I'm going to put in butternut squash and get that going. So anyway, quickie video today. I'm not going to show the video of me stabbing myself with venom. You guys have seen me do that before, so it's pretty much standard, but I just thought I'd give you a quick heads up on what's going on with old Steve-O. Old Steve-O, okay? This isn't no young puppy no more, so. But we have to come up with ways to take care of ourselves. And no, I'm not off hypertension medication yet, but I'm just about full-on carnivore, 99% carnivore right now, so that I will be able to weed off, quite sure, unless the COVID shot has really screwed me up, because I started getting hypertension issues again after the COVID shot. So anybody that's heard about that, that's having issues with that, leave a comment below. I want to know about it, just to see, you know, we'll bounce ideas off each other, because you know, the only thing you're going to get from Big Pharma, it's their way or the highway, okay? So their way is not usually a good way to go, I'm telling you right now. But it is what it is. They can save your life, keep you from vapor locking with hypertension, this and that, yes, but why go there in the first place if you don't have to? Eat a proper human diet and you don't have to go down that road. But now that I've been injected with an experimental drug, vaccine, there's no flipping telling what's going on, okay? Anyway, it is what it is. I was resistant in getting that shot, and I've got buddies out there, they said don't get that shot, and to this day they're still here, and they've had COVID, and I've had COVID. Oh, the whole thing was get the shot and you don't get COVID. Well, that was BS, because I got COVID later on. Yeah, and they did too, but now they have natural immunity. I had one bud, he said, oh, this sucks. He said, man, this is terrible. I'm getting that COVID shot right after I get over this. I said, well, why would you do that? Well, because I don't want this again. I said, that shot ain't gonna prevent you from getting COVID. Are you flipping kidding me? I said, now you have a natural immunity. Then the little gears started turning in his little skull. Yes, they did. So to this day, he says, Steve, I'm glad you talked me out of that. I said, well, it just makes common sense to me. I don't know. I'm just a backwood beekeeper. I don't know, but I can tell you one thing. I would say you got natural immunity now. So anyway, that's enough talk for today. Let me get bee stung here, and I'll see you soon, guys. Be happy, be strong. We got to keep getting it on. And on the 11th, I'm going back to Mary's Fish Camp, hopefully, and getting some more mullet. I got Martin. He said he's been making fish dip. He said he loves it, so I'm gonna try to fix him up. See you soon, guys. Be happy, be strong. We got to keep getting her on. See ya.